Brought to you by Xuno, a free original sci-fi. Sneak peek at the end.
In my last video I talked about why the Marvel Cinematic Universe feels like it's falling apart. As promised, here's my take on why it will ultimately collapse in one way or another. The MCU's continuity is self-defeating. First, consider the worldwide revolution that was Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Well, why was it revolutionary? Well, because a major plot point, Wanda and her kids, was established in the series WandaVision, to the point that the movie would make no sense if you hadn't seen that series, which was locked behind the Disney Plus paywall. Now this was a world first. Never before had people been forced to pay for exclusive content as a precondition to understanding a general release movie. And it marked a shift in the MCU's storytelling. But more than that, this is just one symptom of the MCU's ironically self-defeating power/problem. At the point of recording, anyone new to the MCU would have to spend 108 hours or 4.5 days straight catching up to be sure they would understand whatever's coming next. And consider that with the oldest running franchise, which is James Bond with 25 movies, that isn't necessary at all. And sure, there are returning characters, but you don't need any backstory until continuity was added to the latest films, but it was so lightweight it could be easily handled. Now think about it this way, Star Wars films have always started with a scroll to give you all the context for the story you're about to see. Imagine how big that scroll would have to be to sum up 108 hours of backstory. And this problem gets worse with every new film and show, as you're going to have to watch more to catch up to the next one. It also adds pressure to watch chapters you're not even interested in, so you don't get left behind in one that you are interested in. Now, if all the fans were going to stay and keep watching, then fine, it'll continue to make money and succeed. But people change. They grow, they move on. Fatigue with anything can seep in. And we compare new stuff to old stuff through rose-tinted memories, and people tire of it over time. To stay successful, a franchise, any franchise, needs to consistently attract new fans, which becomes increasingly difficult with each new chapter, because the barrier to entry gets higher, no matter how good that chapter actually is. Ultimately, these staggeringly expensive films will struggle to justify their cost, with even a small dip in constant viewing figures making them unprofitable. They will be forced to choose continuity or new audiences without turning away existing audiences that have now been conditioned to expect exact, unchanging canon. This sort of continuity can't work for long. But there is another, better form that properly engages fans and can be built as big and as detailed as you want without ever becoming difficult to engage in. And I'm going to launch it right here on this channel with original science fiction storytelling content right here. So please consider subscribing if you'd be willing to support me in this. And of course, let me know your thoughts on the MCU, on where it's heading, or any subjects that you'd like me to cover. And with that, I hope to see you very soon. Thank you for watching.
We can see what is happening. We can see what is happening to the world. The sky is falling and you think we can look up? You think we can understand?